Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
तो ये बड़े प्यार वाले आ, साडे नाल प्रेम करते हैं। तो ये 2 मिनट जिवें ठीक समझदे हो दसणगे कथा ते। हाँ जी बाबा जी धन्नवाद।
Sasangaji, this is just a little bit of Katha in English to summarize what Giani Ji's been saying. I'm not going to go through the Katha of the Shabad Azare. Giani Ji did that. It was amazing. It was great to be here today to listen to it. I'm just going to go through the first part where they did an introduction to the Katha itself. And a lot of this is for the YouTube channel, for people to hear that abroad. A lot of the people that listen to Giani Ji's Katha in Punjabi, we want to make them more accessible to the Western audience as well, because their Katha is, at this moment in the Panth, is really needed. There's a lot of people that are casting doubt upon Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Bani, and we need to have people like Giani Sher Singh's Katha out there for the public to understand that this is who they should be listening to. So putting them on the channel is to kind of encourage other Sangat across the world to get on and listen to Giani Ji's Katha. So it's not about me. I'm just going to go through and translate the first part of what they said, and then hopefully people can come on and start learning more of their Katha. They gave some great analogies today. One of the things they said is that in Sikhi, it's always about listening first, and then after that trying to understand it. And finally, when we've listened and understood, then we can try to accept the Bani. Sunana, sunya, manaya, man kita pao. Then we can create the love. And we know that Maharaj tells us in Bani that love is the way to God. But loving has to come from how Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us how to love. And Maharaj always told us that Je to prem khilan ka chao, sir tar tali gari miliyao. So we have to love unconditionally. We have to give ourselves. So when we start doing kintu prantu and Bani, then straight away we're not in a situation where we're loving. So by listening and understanding Bani, then we can progress to the point where we can start to love Maharaj and give ourselves to them. So they gave some examples. They gave, listen, Sikhi is like a formula, they said. Like we have a science, we have to understand, to use that science, we have to first accept it. Just like a chemistry student can't start questioning the periodic table. If they start to question the periodic table, say, I don't believe in it, then they can't do any chemistry. And the same way that we have to start to accept our Guru's Bani, and then we can start using it and understanding it. We can't start questioning the very basis of what it is. And what they were saying is, look, Ramkali Ki Var says very clearly that there was one light and the same system where the body just changed. So how can we start to question whether our Gurus were the same one light? A lot of people now, and Giani Ji obviously knows this, I grew up in India as well, they say, I believe in the first 5 Gurus, I'm not so sure about the next 5 Gurus. But we're questioning doubt on Bani then, because Bani itself is telling us that it's the same light, it's just different body. And they said, look, even kings change their clothes. But we don't think it's a different king. The king is the same person, just wears different clothes. And they give an example from science. For example, we have different machines in a room. Each machine, one machine is going to heat up something, another machine is going to have a refrigerator. But the thing they run off is electricity. So electricity is obviously going to be the same thing, but it is converted into different things. So some gurus did some things. Like for example, we think about Guru Amar Das Ji, we think about the seva they did. We think about the prachar they did. When we look at Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, we look at how much looked after animals, looked after plants. We look at Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji when they were a warrior. We look at Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, they gave the Shahidi. Every Guru had a different thing that they gave, a different facet of personality, but the light was the same. To cast doubt upon that light is to cast doubt upon Guru themselves. Even today, some people say that Guru Nanak Dev Ji never predicted 10 Gurus. That Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't say there's going to be 10 Gurus. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji did give Guru Gaddi to Guru Angad Dev Ji. They gave them, said whatever Guru Angad Dev Ji does is the same as if I did it. So if Guru Angad Dev Ji says to Guru Amar Das, then obviously Guru Nanak Dev Ji is giving Shakti to Guru Amar Das Ji as well. And that's why Guru Gobind Singh Ji says in their Bani, they says, I speak the truth, and then Guru Nanak and Guru Angad are my witnesses. Guru Nanak, Guru Angad Sakhi. That they are my witnesses, they are looking at this and they are saying, Sakshi, that's the word they use for a witness, the same word used here. So, And they gave the example that Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when they write in their Bani, a lot of people don't understand it, but they are giving us things, they're giving us knowledge. It's Brahm Gyan. But Brahm isn't always just good. Because in the world we know around us, everything is good and bad. But all of it is Vaheguru's creation. So sometimes we might start to doubt whether something is godly or not godly. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji is like a witness to the world. They say clearly in their Bani that they have come to see the tamasha of the world. So they give this tamasha to us in Bani. The things that are in Dasam Bani are not things that are not real. They happen in the world. Maharaj talks about them. Just like in our body, they said, there's many things that are important that we show on the outside, that we don't hide. Our face, our eyes, our nose. But there's some things that we don't show everybody. But those things are still part of us. We don't reject them. They're important to us, but we don't show them to everybody. In the same way, Dasam Bani is showing us things that are in the world. But also, if you look at Dasam Granth Sahib Ji, it's mostly the Granth of the Khalsa. Jagat Guru is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. We tell everybody about the Bani of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. But when you become into a Khalsa, then Dasam Granth is specially for you. Because Maharaj is trying to arm their Khalsa with the knowledge. And I know that Giani Ji didn't say it today, but I've listened to a lot of their Katha. One example they used many times before is that the Khalsa used to be Chakravarti. And the Khalsa used to live in the Dal all the time. They didn't have the time to go and sit at home and have their parents teach them. So while they were traveling, they were like a soldier in foreign worlds. And when you go to foreign worlds, there's more trouble. There's more chance you're going to fall off the system. Just like if we live at home, we have a simple maryada, it's very easy for us to stick to our rehat. But if we're out and about all the time, like Giani Ji is now out and about traveling, then naturally you need to have more strength inside you because there's going to be more attraction to the world around you. There's going to be more things away from your family. So therefore, maybe you get more calm. You're away from the system around you, maybe you think you can break a few rules. So that way, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, especially for the Khalsa, teaches them those things that they might not see outside, but they need to be aware of because they are going to be Chakravarti. The Khalsa is not meant to stay in one place, it's meant to go out and travel and spread this wisdom. So it needs to be stronger than the average Sikh. Then they went through a few more examples which were great. They said that actually, the thing this is about is for us to change our eyesight. They said, look, the same eye can see Kam in a woman and it can see Naam. The same person could get on a bus and he could say to the lady, Mataji, mother, move forward. But that mother could take that offensively. And she could say, I'm not married to your dad. Why are you calling me mother? So it's not the case that we have to focus just on the words. It's not the letter of the law, it's the spirit of the law. So in the same way, we have to understand the spirit of the Bani. Guru Sahib is the teacher. He's trying to give us the advice so we can understand this. It's not necessary to listen to those people that argue about the letters. We need to see the people that see the spirit behind. And then when we approach it in the right way, then the same way that our eyes can see good or they can see bad, when we purify ourselves with Naam, as Giani Ji be talking about in the Katha of Jaap Sahib, when we purify ourselves with Naam, then holy, we will start to see the purity of Bani, then it will use it as advice from a father to his son, and not necessarily how people paint it nowadays. And a lot of people have come to me recently when I'll be talking about Dasam Bani, and they've said, you know what, I was scared away from it. Because of all the talks and people talking to me, I was scared away from Dasam Bani. I thought my Sikhi might break if I started touching it. It's the wrong way to look at it. Your Sikhi will become stronger when you come closer to your Guru. So obviously we start from Japji Sahib, then we go to Jaap Sahib. So it's the same way, we have to start from Naam, then we can start to look at some of the Bani about the world that Guru Gobind Singh has given us. But it doesn't mean we reject it. If we don't understand it, that's fine. Learn about it. One day when we learn it, and we listen to it, and we understand our Father did write it for us, then we can look at it in the right way. So Giani Ji's Katha is about getting us to understand that Guru Sahib is showing us the broken glass on the ground. Anybody might step on that broken glass and hurt themselves. Guru's responsibility to us as a father is to show us where the broken glass is. It's our responsibility to listen, understand it, and then act upon it and maybe move that glass out of the way for ourselves so we don't get hurt by it. That's what Dasam Bani is for us. It's our Guru giving us Gyan. Gyan Guru Atum Upadeso. So we have to put that Gyan into our body, into our soul, and give that Upadesh to our Atma. And then as Giani Ji told us, we can go towards Parmeshwar. We can get on that path. And use in the Khalsa way. In the Khalsa way is always Miri Piri. It's not just Piri, it's Miri and Piri. So I'm sure I made loads of mistakes in that summary. just a quick 10 minutes. So thanks to Giani ji for allowing me to sit on the stage with them. I'm unworthy, but Maharaj Kirpa, they've blessed me, so I appreciate that. And Satsang ji, Pula Choka Dikhayan Bakshi ji, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.